this day. It is Friday and it is November 18th. Now we have one meeting to tell you about. However, if you haven't left, you're going to be late. So if you RSVP'd for the new resident orientation, which is for the 3rd, that started at 9. So you're going to want to get going and make sure you make it to that in the boardroom. On our show today, we have Stuart Spencer, who is here with Advanced Ear Care. We've got Marcia Gatlin, who is here on behalf of our Recreation Department. And then, of course, we have our Sports Corner with Cole Young, who will tell us all about what's happening in sports, the latest and greatest. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we have very pleasant skies. It's actually quite nice today. You can see there's still just a little bit of snow up there on the mountain because it is still pretty chilly in the mountains at night. So today we're looking at 68.53, 74.50, 74.48, 73.52, and then 72.50. And if you are traveling either the mountains or the beaches, take a look at these numbers. We are looking at pleasant temperatures. Our beaches 73.52, San Diego 72.48, Santa Barbara 69.45, Palm Springs 72.47. Now, as I mentioned, Big Bear and Tahoe and Mammoth all have very chilly temperatures overnight. 45.15, 45.18, Mammoth 40.10, Las Vegas 61.36. So make sure you check those conditions in the mountains and make sure it's not too chilly for you to go skiing. Oh, our sunrise, 6:26, and our sunset will be at 4:46. And then, of course, next week we have Thursday and Friday, our holidays here, and we'll keep you abreast of what's happening. The community center and various clubhouses will be closed, but of course you can always find all that information of anything you need on the website, which is lagunawoodsvillage.com. All right, when we come back, we will talk to Stuart Spencer, so stay tuned.
Are you struggling to hear in your noisy dining room? Do you have to pause and think about what people are saying so you can figure out the words? Do you find yourself lost in conversations? Can you hear but you don't understand the words people are saying? You need to get on the Ark. No, not Noah's Ark. This is Stuart's Ark hearing aids with artificial intelligence. You will never know how much better you can hear until you listen to the clear sound and noise right in our office. Call us today. Don't miss the boat and tell them Stuart sent you.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
We are the first light after a cancer diagnosis.
The illuminated entry point to life-saving cancer therapies and novel treatments
often sought by the rest of the world.
We are a dedicated team of more than 400 physicians
and 1,000 scientists and researchers.
We are cancer-focused, but human-centric.
We are thousands of breakthrough discoveries.
We are where cancer stops.
And life keeps on getting lived.
The future of cancer treatment is here.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Stuart Spencer, who is here on behalf of Advanced Ear Care. Well, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, Lisa. Nice to be here. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And, there's a lot going on in the world of hearing these days, lots of new technology. And also, one thing we were talking about beforehand is open enrollment, which goes on through December 7th. And there's some great news regarding some of that for hearing, correct?
Yeah, so, finally, right, 40 years I've been doing this. And so now they have, some third-party programs that actually participate in purchasing hearing aids. Mm-hmm. So they're all very different. So sometimes you have to get the hearing aid from them and we fit it. Sometimes it's just a mail order hearing aid. Sometimes it's a discount off of our hearing devices
Right.
and our hearing systems. So you really have to know what you're getting into, because a lot of people look at this open enrollment and it says they cover hearing aids. They think, oh, then it'll just include free hearing aids. And that's not the case at all.
Okay.
So there's a lot of detail that they need to go into. And we have all those programs. If they want details, they can call us and
good.
we'll tell them exactly, what benefit each program has.
Oh, good.
So we do it all the time, every day. Yeah.
So they would be able to call you and say, okay, I've signed up for this particular plan. Can you tell me what it covers? So you'll be able to tell them exactly what it covers.
That's right.
Okay, so let's say it does cover an over-the-counter one, let's just say. And I know you have over-the-counter ones today, which generally are less expensive, but do not have all the bells and whistles.
Right. So that's a whole different thing, right?
Yeah.
So, the FDA announced their whole, rollout program of, their over-the-counter hearing aids. And, honestly, what is an over-the-counter hearing aid?
Yeah.
Nobody knows, and they don't know, what the difference is. And, I kind of look at it, similar, people kind of understand, the difference in quality, but like, let's say with a car, you don't get a Porsche or Mercedes-Benz, for a Kia price.
Yeah.
But here, it's not even that. It's like you get a bicycle,
Oh.
So it's like it doesn't work the same way at
I
all.
see.
So, and people don't realize that. They kind of think, oh, gosh, I'm going to get, $5,000 hearing aids for $200,
No.
And that's not the case. So, it's just an educational process. We have everything, We have the over-the-counter products, right up to the state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line,
Right.
system. So, they're always welcome to come in and we'll show them all the differences. And that's really the thing, is it's just an educational process.
Well, right, and I do think that people misunderstand that, oh, I can't afford that hearing aid because it has so much. However, there are many programs and even some insurances that will help them get the ones that they need.
Oh gosh, there's everything available. We have so many good quality products, hearing devices that are really, really effective and have a lot of bells and whistles. Connect to the telephone, connect to your TV. Streaming services, just good quality hearing aids we can program. At really reasonable prices. So everybody's got a budget that they want to work with, and we can fit that right in there. So
Do you
it's really
have
fun.
some sort of a benefit program, or sometimes you walk in and we have our own kind of insurance or something like? Do you have something like that?
We have everything. We really do. There's Audubell has an incredible line of variety of payment programs.
Oh, okay.
So people can pay off over, all the way up to 5 years if they
Oh,
want
okay.
to. But typically it's a year to 18 months with 0% interest. So it kind of breaks it down for them so they don't have to come up with,
Okay.
the money right up front,
Yes.
no matter what price point it's at.
Okay.
So, we have all those programs. We have insurance programs. We have service programs for people that bought over-the-counter hearing aids somewhere else.
Okay.
Because they get them, they don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
How does it? People come in there backwards and hanging out of their ears, and they don't know how to use them. And so this really helps them out, and they can kind of buy into that service end of things.
Okay.
If that's what they want to do. So we've got a lot of variety out there.
How do you upgrade? So let's say you bought hearing aids that maybe are 10 years old, and you want to take advantage of some of the new technology. How do you do that?
Sure. So we take a look at exactly what they have, and we give them a discount, towards the
Okay.
purchase of a new one. So it helps them to kind of break that price down and get into something much better, so that they're a lot happier with the way they're hearing.
Well, that's good, because otherwise they'd be stuck with those and they'd probably hate them and not use them, and then everybody else is unhappy because they
right.
can't hear you.
Right. Well, and the thing that we find there is that people only know the way they hear. So they have hearing aids that are 5 or 6 years old, and they do hear better when they wear them.
Yeah.
But they wear something newer, they're like, oh my gosh, Stuart,
Right.
this is so much better.
Yeah.
And so they recognize the difference right away.
Well, what are some of the solutions do you guys have? So you have what's hearing care solutions? What's that?
So, Hearing Care Solutions, Nations Hearing, True Hearing, Blue Cross Blue Shield, those are all the
those-
third-party insurance
Got it,
programs,
okay.
that we're affiliated with.
Got it, okay.
So that's what we were speaking about earlier.
Oh, okay, good.
Is that we can tell them, what all those different programs provide for
Oh,
them.
okay, good. And you mentioned AARP, so that's
Yeah.
another program too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
All right,
Absolutely.
perfect. And then just tell me now, I know obviously you do a lot of the work that's there, and people come to see you, but you also have 3 other providers.
Yeah, we've been really busy, and so we've added some people there. So we have a great, deep staff. We've really got a great team. And so, Mike, that's not a provider, is a practitioner assistant.
Okay.
And he even goes out to people's homes, hooks up their TV streamers, shows them how to use them.
Careful.
So that they can get them. So we do everything. It's a really deep staff. And people really enjoy it. And everybody likes our staff and, really gets along well with them. So, it's just comfortable to call us and, let us know what you're thinking. And we'll be happy to help you with anything we can.
All right, well, good. And then one last thing, you went and saw Elton John last night. So
That's
tell
right.
me about how that was appropriate for what we're talking about.
Wow. So, the owners of Starkey, are on the board of directors for Elton John's, AIDS Foundation.
Oh, gotcha.
And so, Elton's always supported the Starkey Hearing Foundation for years, personally and promotionally. And, so there's just a lot of affiliation there, and it was just a great concert anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's evidently his retirement concert, so
That's it, yeah.
We'll see whatever happens with that. Well, thank you again for all the information. We appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Thanks for having me on today.
You're welcome. If you want more information about what your insurance might be able to cover, please contact Advanced Ear Care at 949-354-0040. We'll be right back.
After no episode last Friday due to Veterans Day, it's good to be back in studio for another episode of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and so much has happened in the past 2 weeks, so I will get right into it. First and foremost, since the last episode, a World Series champion was crowned. The Houston Astros have won their 2nd world title in their 5th ever World Series appearance after defeating the Philadelphia Phillies 4-2. The Phillies put up a good fight, but after getting shut out 5-0 in Game 4, they were not able to bounce back. Astros rookie shortstop Jeremy Pena was named the World Series MVP after going 2 for 4 in Game 6 and batting .400 with 1 home run throughout the series. The Phillies' end of the season was a heartbreaker. This team was truly a Cinderella story. Coming into the playoffs as a 6th seed and the last team to qualify for the playoffs under last year's playoff system, they wouldn't have even been in the postseason. They survived 3 rounds of playoff baseball in which they were favored to lose. However, their lack of defense and bullpen proved to be the final blow to Philadelphia's championship hopes. Both of these teams are looking to strengthen their rosters and return to this stage again next October. Over in the NFL, oh man, a lot has happened. The Eagles are no longer undefeated. The Vikings proved that they're a legitimate Super Bowl contender after taking down the Bills in the game of the year. Several big-name players have gone down with injuries. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are starting to get hot at the right time. The Colts fired and hired a head coach, and the entire NFC East could possibly make the playoffs this year. All of this and so much more has happened in the past 2 weeks as we're officially in the second half of the season. Let's take a quick look at the current playoff picture. The Chiefs, Eagles, Vikings, and Dolphins are currently the top 4 teams after the Bills lost to Minnesota. The 49ers and Patriots are trending in the right direction, just barely holding on to that final spot. And as I said, the Bucs are back and are moving their way back up the rankings. And here are the teams that are just outside the playoffs on the bubble. Some teams, like Washington, Green Bay, Detroit, and Pittsburgh, are moving in the right direction and are slowly creeping towards the top of this list. Then, there's teams like the Broncos and Rams that are doing pretty much the opposite. Not shown in this picture are the 2 bottom teams in the NFL, the Bears and the Texans. The Bears are playing good football with a high-powered offense, but can't seem to close out games. If some of these teams don't start winning ASAP, their playoff chances will start to diminish entirely. It's been 2 weeks since I made my last picks, but 2 weeks ago I again went 3-1, bringing me to 21-11 overall. Getting just 1 week where I can go 4-0 is starting to look impossible, but I still have 8 more weeks to keep trying. Here are my Week 11 picks. The Commanders to continue their winning streak against the Colts, Buffalo to bounce back and handedly beat Cleveland, the Bengals over the Steelers, and the 49ers to pick up a win on Monday night over the Cardinals. I also want to quickly mention that this has been one of the most electric seasons of college football. Probably the biggest surprise has been Alabama losing 2 games and falling out of playoff position after losing to LSU, and they are now the number 8 team in the country. The current top 4 teams in both the AP poll and the playoff rankings are Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU. USC is just barely outside of the playoff rankings, sitting at number 7. A win against bitter rival UCLA this weekend could bump them back up higher in the rankings. On top of all of this, the World Cup begins this weekend. The first match between Qatar and Ecuador kicks off this Sunday, with the US playing in their first match on Monday against Wales. There are literally dozens of different games and matches to indulge in this weekend, so be sure to check some out. I'll see you right back here in 2 weeks after the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Cole Young. Have a great Thanksgiving.
All right, I told you we're going to have the recreation report. So Marcia is here and she is ready to go.
I am.
Well, good.
Thanks, Lisa,
and you've
for
got lots
having
of
me.
fun activities. I'm excited.
There's a lot going on. The holidays, believe it or not, are almost here.
Next week.
Yeah, so we've got tons for residents to take part in.
Now, one thing we are not talking about is the Thanksgiving buffet, and that's because it is sold out.
Yes.
And sold out really quick.
It did.
And so we've been telling everybody that Restaurant 19 is taking reservations, so they can certainly do it over there.
That's right.
But there's another activity coming up for Christmas, which you're going to want to jump on probably right away, because I'm assuming the same thing
Absolutely.
will happen. But
Yes.
before we get to that, let's talk about the last movie of your rotation that's coming up on Monday.
Yes, so next Monday we've got our final Monday movie, 2 o'clock at the Pack, which is Spencer. So it'll be a great one for folks to come out and see our last movie, which will resume in January of next year.
Well, good. Yes, we were talking about that, and you'll have a whole new rotation.
We will.
Starting in January. Great
That's
movies.
right.
Excellent, excellent. Now, something very cool that you're having that you haven't done before, a tree lighting. I have not noticed. Did you have one last year?
We have had a holiday event in this vein. Pre-COVID, it went on for several years.
Got it.
Clubhouse 2 was where it was held. So it is a little bit different in shifting clubhouses, but it is back now.
Okay.
So we are able to do it this year, and this is coming up on Saturday, December 3rd from 6 to 7 at Clubhouse 1. It will be free, and everyone is invited to bring a gift for donation. The fire department will be there.
You're going to work. Oh, we were just talking about the toy drive, so they don't have to
Yes.
go to the fire station. They could bring it to you guys.
Yes, and the fire department will be there
Oh, that's
personally to
great.
say hello to the residents,
Wonderful.
pictures with the grandkids.
Nice.
So I know that's always such a fun, memorable occasion for
Is that from our
everybody.
local station 22?
It sure is.
Fantastic. I'm
Yes.
sure we all know who those guys are because they're very busy here.
Yes,
so
they know
excellent.
us.
And do they need to RSVP or they can just show up for that?
It is just a free event. You just
Okay.
drop in.
Nice. That looks delicious, that little
That
cup
hot cocoa,
of
yes.
cocoa.
And marshmallows.
And you got to have the marshmallows. All right, then of course, the Christmas buffet, which is coming up, and people will want to jump on that. Are you going to have, I know with Thanksgiving you did two of them. Will you have the same thing for the Christmas one?
No, not for the Christmas Day
Okay.
buffet. It will only be at Clubhouse 5.
All right.
The date for tickets to go on sale is going to be next Tuesday,
Okay.
November 29th at the Clubhouse 5 office, and the cost will be $30 for adults, $15 for kids, and those ages 5 and under will be free.
And look at the menu, yummy. Run through that.
Yeah, the
It looks
menu is
delicious.
going to include prime rib, salmon, chicken, cordon bleu, scalloped potatoes, veggies such as broccoli and carrots, and then various desserts to choose from.
Oh, yum. Pies and all sorts of delicious
Yes.
cakes and cookies, I'm assuming.
Yes, it's a
Who
great.
caters that?
It's going to be Tomas Martinez,
Okay.
longtime caterer of the village. Great opportunity for folks to gather their family together. You know, no commitment for cooking or cleanup. Just show up.
Exactly. Just show up
and
have
eat
fun.
and enjoy.
However, so tickets are on sale starting Tuesday.
Yes.
What would be the time that they would start? selling them?
So they'll start, Clubhouse 5 office will begin, probably 8 or 9 in the morning.
Okay.
And they can call in, go to the office, get their
perfect.
tickets.
All right, excellent. Okay, great, good. And then what else do we have? New Year's.
Yes, so for New Year's, we've got 2 different activities.
Right.
So the first activity is going to be a 90-minute show at PAC, and this is a variety show.
Okay.
It's going to have 5 different acts, all within 90 minutes.
Okay.
So folks who want to come out to this can expect to see the Temptation Review, which is a tribute to the Temptations.
Oh.
So all those hit songs that people love by the Temptations.
Okay.
There's going to be a comedian, there's going to be a magician, and there's actually a little bit of a change to our magician. We're going to have Mike Caveni, who's recently won Stage Magician of the Year from the Magic Castle in Hollywood.
Great.
So that'll be our replacement magician. And then we'll have a singer and impressionist. And then we'll have the Swing Kittens, who are a trio of singers who will be singing different fun holiday songs.
Oh, I love it. That's
so
awesome.
tickets are available now. The show will be at 7:30, and folks can pick from different seats ranging from $30, $35, and $40.
Okay, excellent. Now, I got a little confused because you guys are offering 2 different things for New Year's.
Yes.
So they, of course, could go to the show.
Yes.
But then there's also a traditional New Year's Eve celebration. So
There
tell me a little
is.
bit about that one.
Right, so at Clubhouse 5, they're going to have a dinner dance, again featuring our caterer, Tomas Martinez. So that'll begin at 6:30 is when the doors will open. Dinner will be served at 7:15, and then music will begin at 8 p.m.
Okay.
So folks can come out to the dinner, which is going to be a choice of prime rib, salmon, or eggplant parmesan. And then at 8 o'clock, music by the band Stone Soul will begin.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Perfect.
There will also be a bar, and then champagne is going to be served complimentary from 9 o'clock until midnight. So this is
Okay.
an all-night affair of first you eat, and then you can drink, dance, enjoy the new year with your friends.
Okay. So a little bit different than the other one. One's a performance. Although you could choose to go to both if you wanted. You would just be late to getting to the
Yes,
one.
you would just miss the dinner.
You would miss the dinner, which that would be okay.
Yes.
Because then you can go ring in the new year.
Until midnight.
2023.
Yes. So tickets for the Clubhouse 5 event will go on sale Wednesday, December 7th. 8 o'clock is when
Okay.
they open at the Clubhouse 5 office. And it is $65 per person, and that includes everything we just mentioned.
Okay. All right, perfect. Sounds wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Glad to
You're
see you.
welcome.
You are a busy lady, so we'll see you again next month, and
We
we'll talk a
will.
little bit about some new things that might be coming up in January and February.
Yep, that's right. Thank you
Okay.
again.
You're welcome. If you want more information about any of the recreation activities, you can always email them at recreation@vmsinc.org. We'll be right back. Good job.
An entrepreneur and have been struggling with staying focused on tasks. I needed something to help me with focus and memory and have found the holy grail of multivitamins. MindSense One has removed my brain fog and now I have better clarity and can focus on tasks and remember names and places much better. MindSense One helps support the 8 indicators of brain health.
Purchase at mindsense.info or available at these fine retailers.
Hi, remember us?
We're back,
Christine and Jack from the Jewelry Box.
which is now the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers.
Relocated in a new spot in our old shopping center.
But we're still Orange County's preeminent buyer of gold, jewelry, watches, and flatware.
And we're still a full jewelry repair center. And with our 3 graduate gemologists, we're still here to appraise your special pieces.
And like always, at the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
It's about trust.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Plains. I'm from Fullerton, California. I absolutely love Dr. V. I am very happy to drive from Fullerton to Laguna Woods. I was having an issue with my vision. There was strobe light going off in my eye. Dr. Vias was able to get me in to see him the next day. Once I met him and he diagnosed the problem with my eye, I felt very comfortable with him, and I'm just really happy that I found him.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost-effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back. So our movie for Friday Films today is called A League of Their Own, a classic. Tom Hanks and a slew of other stars, including Madonna. You can catch that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Providence Mission Hospital. Now, just a few announcements. As we mentioned, Restaurant 19 is able to take your reservations for Thanksgiving, so you're going to give them a call. Then also, we have a variety of other things that are going on, and take a look at the weather here. We have nice skies for the next several days. We aren't looking at any rain for quite some time, which is unfortunate, but nonetheless, you can enjoy these temperatures: 68, 53, 74, 50, 74, 58, 73, 52, and 72, 50. If you're traveling this weekend, take a look at these beach numbers and mountains. 73, 52, 72, 48, 69, 45, Palm Springs 72, 47, Tahoe 45, 15, Big Bear 45, 18, Mammoth 40, 10, and Las Vegas 61, 36. Have a great weekend. Of course, we will be back here again tomorrow, right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. You can always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5, or catch us on our YouTube channel, Village Television. Bye-bye.
Captain America.
Watch HGTV.
Netflix.